I would like to invite you to attend my first baking workshop where we are going to redact and bake from an historic recipe. Going to make a bread from 1708 come alive. The recipe that we're going to bake is my favorite from the 18th century, really is my favorite. It is by a cookbook author named Henry Howard, not a famous author. He just had one book, But I love this recipe, and it is unusual and unique in several ways. One is that it is the first recipe that I've encountered in the early modern period that is for manageable quantities of dough. It just uses a pound of flour, just like we're used to, the 3.5, 4 cups, 450 to 500 grams. It is called French bread, and so there's a lot to talk about in terms of culinary history, about what our idea of French bread is today and what ideas people had in the past, what they identified with French bread. This is a lightly enriched bread. It sits on the cusp between bread and cake, something like the brioche. I'm going to read you the recipe, and it says take 1 quart of flour, 3 eggs, a little barm, and a little butter. Mix them with the flour very light, with a little new milk warmed. Then lay it by the fire to rise. Then make it into little loaves. Flour it well and bake it in a quick oven. So it's for rolls, 1/4 pound each, 100 grams each. I usually make it as a loaf bread, and it's delicious. The picture you see up above on this page is a photograph of the bread I made last week. I actually baked this with a friend's baking group that I have. One of us is in Bangalore, another is in Nairobi, another in Italy, and another in England, and me. So it's a baking group on 4 continents. So that's it. So I invite you to sign up. This one is free. Please, please, please do come. And if you're not going to come, then cancel. I would like to keep it being free, but if people don't show, then I'll end up charging just to ensure better attendance. So please come. I look forward to it. The ingredient list is in the instructions, in the description of the class, and it's a Zoom class. So if you haven't used Zoom, get yourself with the coronavirus program. Look forward to seeing you on Thursday.